welcome to CB Overland and episode 3 of the Adventure Jeep Rehab project. You can see we're missing a few things up here. Last time I was servicing the transmission, we had a lot of synchro material and some metal flake that came out of there. So we've landed over at my buddy Duff's shop, where he works on all kinds of stuff, from heavy machinery, tractors, heavy diesel. So he's helped us, got this out up on the lift here. And we've got our center force high inertia flywheel, had that machined, had a few hot spots on that. And then we're replacing the transmission, the new transmission from Novak right here. So we just swapped over the bell housing. This is all new internals and updated parts, new case, and replacing a couple of seals down on the transfer case. Just because we're in here, I might as well. So I do this as all the service that we need to and don't have to go back and do anything twice. So we're just fighting the pilot bearing at the moment. Pop that out, mash this all back together, and stuff it back up in the rig. Just install a new seal on the tail shaft of the slip yoke eliminator here, which actually took a little bit of chasing around. Couldn't get the seal from a local parts store, cross-referencing numbers, doing the thing. But Amazon came through. Kind of nice, I don't have to wait for delivery from some of these, some of the off-road companies. I was actually doing this over 4th of July, so I'm able to order these in through Amazon. Not too shabby. There we go. Lovely. All right, so we're back from Duff's shop. We got the new transmission installed and everything sealed up and filled with fluids. However, while we were there pulling the clutch slave cylinder out, noticed the seals from that were dripping a little bit of fluid. I didn't have those parts at that time, but I got one ordered and I just came in this morning. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that in. It's so shiny down here. Looks good. I pulled this apart, it looked like the little rubber boot on the inside had failed. And then some dust got in. That fine dust out in the deserts. Blew out the seals. Yep. This little boot covers the push rod had torn somewhere down the road. So when that failed, got all the grime and junk in here. Then whoop, brake fluid. So let's delete on the rest of this up top. Replace it. I've got to contort myself all the way up here and get into that those 2 bolts above the clutch pedal. Fun fact, that push rod has been attached by that piece of Velcro for way longer than I thought. That was a quick trail repair after I broke the bushing, and I completely forgot about it. We'll go ahead and replace that with a new push rod and bushing, retaining clip.
Little bit by touch and feel.
Oh, yeah, bolts by Braille. All right. These come as one sealed unit. This one's supposed to be pre-filled and bled, I believe. Alright. I just went with the parts store brand. There's a few options, but they all seem to be exactly the same and about $100 difference in price. So give this a shot. Boy.
Is that silver thing on there to protect it from heat?
Yeah, this little shroud's on here to protect it from the heat from the manifold. Slide it to wherever seems like it's going to be the hot spot. The header's wrapped. There's definitely been some cooler temperatures in here. It's about 90 degrees and humid out here. Sweaty. This line's a little bit flexible, but I don't want to break it. Cranking on it too hard. There we go. Run something like that. Hoist all the wiring out of the way. Nice. You're looking at instructions. See if this is pre-bled. Filled. Not specific to this application. Clutch install in general. Not helpful. We'll find out. Let's see, we want to go below fuel lines. A little above. There. Bam. There we go. These slaves have this little retaining for the push rod here. Here, a new boot that isn't torn. Then you leave this attached, and then with the first clutch pedal, these tabs break off. That releases the push rod into the fork. Makes the installation much easier. Got the slave cylinder all the way installed, so I'm going to come in and just clip these little ends off. I know they'd probably pop off with the first clutch press, but I don't need to over pressurize it either. So there's that. Seems to do the thing. Not spongy at all. I guess we'll see how it dries, but yeah. An inch and a half or so off the floor. It does clutch stuff. Another project knocked off the list. We got a couple more things to do. Kind of a general over nut and bolts. Still adjust out our rear brakes, but that knocks out another one for now. Now it's time to go drive around for 500 miles, stop and go traffic, and break in this clutch.